All right, we're here at the 50th anniversary of Comic-Con. We're here also at the release of Critters Attack, the return to the franchise, and you are voicing all these little beasties.
All of the critters, yeah.
So let's just start there. What did you know of Critters, the franchise, before? Were you a fan, and what was it like stepping into this role?
I actually worked for a company back in the 80s that was kind of the competition for this.
Oh, really?
I worked for Full Moon Entertainment and
yeah.
Empire Pictures. We were making Ghoulies and things like that.
Right.
Everybody was making these things back then. So I was certainly aware of it. I watched it back then. I loved it back then. To come back after doing voiceover as a career for 30 years and to get to voice them has been like a full circle for me professionally. It's really, really fun for me to get to do this.
Did you go back and revisit the Critters films in order to kind of like bone up on their voices, if you will?
The night before, I scoured YouTube and found everything that I could just so that I could get the voices kind of similar to what they were in the original franchise. But yeah, everything is so fast and furious in our business that I was coming back from a convention. I had one night before the session, and that's kind of the way I have to work. So it's not a lot of prep.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I hear there were some rumors from other people we spoke to that there might be some new critters, some critters we haven't seen before in film. Did you have to bring something new vocally to these new versions?
Well, for me, I don't necessarily even base it on what's been done before. I base it on what I'm seeing and experiencing in that moment. And I had the luxury of having Bobby Miller, the director, in the room with me, and a locked picture, so I was working to fully fleshed out visuals. So for me, it's just as simple as putting a voice to what makes most sense to flesh out that character and give them life. And when I see a new character, if it's a higher pitched character, I'll just go into that higher pitch. Maybe put a little gurgle in there. If it's something like these guys who are sort of the warrior class, they're just going to be the generic. That kind of thing. If it's going to be a leader type character of the critters, he might be something a little bit bigger and bolder. So I'd start to pitch it down, and it comes out something like. Yeah. So for me, it just makes sense in my weird creature brain. I think it's the lizard brain part of me takes over.
Excellent. You were born for this.
I was.
And one thing that I guess we've been wrapping up with is asking people if, there's been a lot of monster movies where it's Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, Alien vs. Predator. Who needs to go up against the critters?
We need the Gremlins, baby.
The Gremlins?
Yeah, it's Gremlins.
Gremlins with critters. I think it would sell some tickets.
Yeah, please do that and hire me to do a whole bunch of voices in it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it.